Am I sitting in the parking lot of Target right now? Yes, yes, I am. And there's a car parked very fucking close to me. And I don't know how they didn't hit me. But anyway, welcome to Car Talks. It's fucking raining. I'm depressed. I want to tell you guys about my fucking week because it's honestly like comical. I don't know why I'm tearing up because it's just like my life is like a movie. And I always tell people this and they're like, you should write a book. And I'm like, I don't want to relive anything that fucking happened. Okay, so we're going to set the scene. The last week, I we're just gonna not get into detail. I'm broke right now, like really bad. And then my school's like, okay, so your financial aid should cover your summer class because for some fucking reason in college, summer classes aren't considered a semester, so this financial aid's like LOL figure it out. But they were like, oh, you have extra, you're only taking, this many credits. So like that'll go towards your summer class. I'm like, great, because I don't have fucking 2 grand to pull out of my ass. So, I go about my life and the semester comes and they're like, hey, you have a hole in your account, you can't register. And I'm like, why? And they're like, you need to pay this bill. And I'm like, I pulled up the email and I'm like, but you said, and they're like, oh no, like, there's not enough money for that. You need to take a loan out or like pay it out of your ass essentially. And I was like, yeah, I can't do that. So I had to figure out to come up with 2 grand to pay for this fucking thing. So if that wasn't enough for you, I kind of got that figured out and kind of. So move on a week, I get fucking sick. So I have really bad asthma. So every time I get sick, it turns into bronchitis and I sound like I'm dying and have to get on antibiotics and it's this whole thing. So I caught it early, went to the doctor before it got on before it turned into bronchitis. You know, stayed home, missed work. That's important detail for later. Missed work. Then I get better over the weekend. Literally, the day I start feeling better, my tooth starts hurting. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, my wisdom teeth are really overgrown. Like, maybe they're growing more. I don't fucking know. It wasn't that bad. So I ignored it. The next day, I wake up at 4 a.m. This is yesterday. 4 a.m. I literally felt like somebody was ripping my jaw out of my fucking skull. Like, I was like, I'm dying. Like, I took so many, fucking, what do you call those? Not antihistamines. Acetaminophen. I took fucking Advil, Tylenol. I had Orajel. I had ice. Like nothing was working. I was crying my eyes out. My cat was looking at me like this bitch is fucking on crack. So I literally stayed up for the rest of the night because I couldn't go to sleep. I'm like I'm dying. So I wake up the next morning and I literally call my dentist the minute they open. I'm like I'm in excruciating pain. Please help me. And the first thing they said is like, okay, we can let you in at 11. I'm like, it's 7:30. I was sitting in pain till 11:30. So I somehow fall back asleep, I guess, from, exhaustion. I go into the office and I'm like, okay, I have care credit. Like, not going to worry about it. Don't have to pay for it. Walk in, my care credit's not working. I'm just like, okay. So they're like, oh, this is $110 because this is an emergency exam. And I was like, I go in and I'm like, please take this fucking thing out. Like, my face is like swollen. They're like, yeah, your face is so infected. We can't take this tooth out because that's dangerous and you won't be numb enough for us to get it out. And I was like, okay. So you're probably like, oh, that's not that bad. Like, you get on antibiotics, figure it out, right? Take the first dose of antibiotics, go back to sleep, right? Wake up, antibiotics are gone. I have not left my room other than go to the dentist. So I literally went to the dentist, went to the pharmacy, went home. And I took my meds when I got home in my room, okay? I didn't leave my room once I got home because I was in fucking excruciating pain. I think I got up to pee once. Nowhere. I ripped my fucking room apart. I threw shit everywhere. I was like ripping my bed apart. So like when I get home, like there's probably gonna be shit everywhere. So that's something I'm gonna have to deal with. I'm like, great, and I have to go take an exam. Like it's just like, is this my life? So I have to go take an exam, right? That I didn't study for. Well, I studied like a couple days ago, but ADHD, I can't remember anything. I didn't study yesterday for obvious reasons. I couldn't fucking think straight. I felt like my face was gonna explode. But anyway, I called my dentist this morning, and I hate making phone calls. So I was down bad, fucking doing this shit, and I was like, hey, my fucking I essentially was just like, "Hey, I'm a dumbass. I was in yesterday for excruciating tooth pain, and I lost my antibiotics." And they're like, "Okay, well, the doctor comes in at 9. We'll call you back." 10:30 rolls around. I'm about to go take my exam. I called him again. I'm like, hey, about those meds. I need those. Anyway, someone's probably dying. Oh no. Sorry, y'all. The car that was next to me, just the guy came back and I got embarrassed. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, I need those. And they're like, oh yeah, let me check for you. They sent it over. And then the pharmacy's like, what the fuck? You literally just picked these up yesterday. And I was like, yeah, I lost them. I was in so much pain. I don't know what the fuck I did with them, to be honest. And they're like, that's fine. You're just going to pay for it out of pocket. And I was like, with what money? I get paid Friday. So I had to dip into my money for their shit again. So I just took my dose of antibiotics and I'm just gonna go home and I'm gonna clean my room. And if I find these goddamn antibiotics, I'm gonna lose my shit. And I just like deep cleaned my fucking room like 2 days ago. I don't know where shit goes. I don't know if Banjo, my cat, fucking knocked it somewhere. I literally pulled my whole dresser out. I moved my bed. I did everything and it was just nowhere. And I don't know, like when you look for shit and you're in a rush, I don't know if it's like one of those things, but so that's my life. On top of, failed attempts to talk to people, um, dating apps suck ass, school sucks ass. I'm trying to get accommodations for my ADHD, which sucks ass. And taking exams with ADHD, bullshit. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. So this is gonna be a short one because it's been a minute, but I like these car talks. Talks. I sound like mom talk, like fucking the Mormon show. I can't. Car talks with Kyla. I should go home. Guys, look, I have a lemon clip. You can't see me if you're listening. But I'm probably gonna make these podcasts short anyway because again, I can't edit anything longer. Like even just editing a TikTok takes me like 3 hours. Like I just need to do something with my life. I'm bored and I feel like I'm entertaining sometimes. So yeah. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Peace out.